Welcome to episode one. Gentlemen and 3.5% ladies, we are standing in what is going to be the new pasture. So, you guys have seen me do this walk plenty of times going down to the creek. Well, we are the only house on this side of the road besides the abandoned house. No one comes in here. So, we messed around with the idea a while back about turning this into a pasture, but I was just too lazy, honestly, until the mulchers came through. And then it got me thinking, it's viable. So the whole plan is we are gonna divvy it up into three sections. You know, the one right close to the house, then we'll have a middle section until the cliff side before the creek. And then that whole valley where the cliff and the creek are, that'll be section 3. So I am gonna be clearing a lot of live trees, but they're all post size because I'm gonna repurpose them for posts. These big trees, they're gonna stay as windbreaks. Other trees that I may have to take out, like maybe I do have to take out some bigger ones, I am going to turn into, other shelters. But one thing I want from you guys is leave suggestions. That this is a passion project for me because I grew up on a farm in Michigan and I've always wanted to have horses again. And I just miss the farm life. So, this is a big thing for me. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm speechless, and I really want to share this with you guys as well as my family. So, if you have animal suggestions, leave them down below. You want to educate me on how to build something better? Let me know. I'm gonna be dropping trees here in section 1 real quick, and then we'll carry on to section 2. So just to show this real quick, this line here going straight to the old road and then all around up and around the old house, and there's a big dirt mound. I don't know if you guys can see it right back there. We're gonna go around that, then cut over to the house and then bring it all over to this tree. So that's gonna be section 1. This is where I'm gonna start off cutting the trees that can be made into posts. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Well, at this point, I'm almost out of daylight. It'll be dark in probably another 45 minutes or so. But yeah, we got some nice post trees down. So yeah, and I showed you guys this line here. Which way do I point? Yeah, all the way to that tree we cleaned up. That is section 1. So yeah, there's a few more trees I could do, but there is a power line. I don't know if you can see it. Basically right behind this grouping of trees, there is a power line there, and I'm all right at dropping trees, and I do have wedges, but I still don't trust it. So the trees that I know can hit that power line, they're gonna stay there. I ain't messing with that. But we got how many down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 5 or 6. So, you know, it's a good start. It's not going to do this whole thing, but I do anticipate on having to buy some other posts as well as we have to get a dirt auger soon. So yeah, tomorrow we start on section 2. I'll see you there in a second. Welcome to zone 2. As you can see, riding a bit more in reservation style. So just back there is zone 1, pasture 1, whatever you want to call it. And it lines up back over there. But we're gonna start in here, look for trees that could be made into posts or shelter, and work our way down there. Now, because the power line gradually gets further away from the pasture, we'll, be taking out more trees, but as of right now, it's still a little sketchy until we get back that way some more. And I think down by the creek where the cliffside and everything is, I'm not even sure I'll take any trees out of there unless I absolutely need to, because they're all a bit bigger and it's just nice looking down there. And if you're wondering, because of everything the mulchers did, eventually my plan, hopefully, is to find someone with a mini bulldozer or skid steer or something and to push it all towards the hill. That way it's not going towards the road, doesn't interfere with anything over there, but just to get all this out, that way it's just nice dirt, and then we can plant some seed. And I want this pasture to look nice, and I have a few years to get it done. So hopefully I can save up enough money in that time, but I'm not a great spender. Anyways, let's get right to work. So apparently I forgot to hit record, but I dropped that tree, one just back there, and then another one over there. So yeah, I'm just looking for smaller trees that are, somewhat straight. Well, completely straight. That way I can make posts and shelter out of them. So yeah, let's get back to work. So the wind's starting to pick up. As I say this, it's dying down, but so I'm gonna call it quits for right now at this point. I mean, there's quite a few posts here. And then back there. And yeah, posts, shelter. I know that one needs to come down still. Probably that one right there. I don't know if I'm even pointing that in the right direction, but yeah, we still got this whole way to go, but I think because of the wind, I'm gonna call it off right now. I didn't bring my wedges like an idiot, and I'm not the best feller. I'm all right. I wouldn't say I'm good, wouldn't say I'm great, but I know a little bit about what I'm doing. Anyways, see you guys when we come back to zone 2 to finish it off. So, little update. As you can see, I dropped these 3 trees. They're hung up in other trees. Only reason I'm mentioning this is because, if you're going to do jobs like this, you have to have some sort of self-accountability. So that is completely my fault for not paying attention to what trees were around. So yeah, I gotta get a tow strap for the quad, yank those down. And I just want to show you real quick. So we are currently only a little ways off from the cliff. I mean, on the video, you can't really tell, but the cliff is just right there where that drop off is. So I mean, there's still a few, like that one might be a good post tree, and I know some of these bigger trees I'll have to take out for to build more windbreaks, but I'm currently looking into getting a sawmill so I can build them nicely. But yeah, we don't have much further left to go. And then we're done with pasture 2. And like I said, we probably won't drop any trees in pasture 3 just because I like the way that area looks. As of right now, with all the trees we do have down, we should have enough, I'm thinking, to do pasture 1. So, which means I'll have to buy posts for the other 2. But once pasture 1 is complete, you know, we could go ahead and get some horses. We do know horses like this area, but again, I want to get all of this debris cleaned up. So I gotta look into quotes to have a little dozer or something come through and just push it up towards the hill there. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and leave suggestions on what you want to see in here. It doesn't have to be just horses, obviously. It'd be nice to have something else, but yeah, let's get back to work. we have another tree stuck. But I wanted to show you guys this. Got my chainsaw stuck in this tree because, you know, from my angle it looked straight. Couldn't tell it was leaning the opposite way. But got the saw out. It's all fine. It's running good. I tried aiming this tree to fall towards you guys. It wanted to go the other way. Ended up going that way. So luckily I had to come along in a tow strap. Strapped it to this tree right here. And yeah, got it to fall down without breaking the saw. So I think that's a good day. You know, it's always something when you're dropping trees. And again, I'm no professional. So, you know, no big deal though. We get it going. But the funny thing about that tree, let me show you, is I mean, maybe one or two of those ones, but essentially we're completely done. I kind of want to keep this area uncut because it is nice and open, as well as down there. So that was officially the last tree for now. So next video, we'll be cleaning off all the branches, stripping them down, and then I gotta borrow a tool so I could peel them all, turn them into usable posts, measure them, cut them, all that good stuff. But first, while we have the tow strap and come along in the quad, we're gonna pull down some trees. So let's get to it.